At a recent Senate Judiciary confirmation hearing, Senator Ted Cruz gave Rebecca Taibleson, nominated to be a U.S. Circuit Judge for the Seventh Circuit, a chance to respond to concerns that she's closely aligned with liberal views.
Senator Durbin noted 55 conservative groups signed a letter opposing your nomination. And they raised concerns that I think boiled down to a concern that you're secretly a closet liberal and that you'd be an activist on the bench. I want to give you an opportunity to respond to those concerns however you would like.
Absolutely. Thank you, Senator. Let me say, I guess, two things. First, I was raised by a very conservative law professor sitting right there. And, you know, it has stuck. We were actually, you know, I went to a Jewish day school, and we were, I think it felt like we were the only conservatives at our Jewish day school in the 1990s. Especially back then, if you were Jewish and conservative, you had to really mean it. And we did. And my parents raised us to be proud of those beliefs and to be proud of those differences. I think my service in the United States government has been fully consistent with those values. I have obviously been a prosecutor fighting violent crime. I have prosecuted human traffickers, meth traffickers, international opioid dealers, corrupt city employees, armed robbers, carjackers. I think that work is consistent with my values. We also, you know, turned our lives upside down to move to DC with 2 3-year-olds and an infant, so I could serve in the Solicitor General's office in 2019. And in that job, I did work that I'm very proud of, and it was consistent with my conservative values. The second thing, you know, I guess I'll address, Senator, is I know that a lot of the concerns are about my husband. And it is true that my husband and I don't agree about everything in politics or the law. But my husband and I do agree about what it turns out are more important things in day-to-day life. We agree about devotion to our children, our religious faith, love of this country, devotion to public service, deep relationships in our local community, and that is the stuff of day-to-day life. And I was raised in the best tradition of Charlie Kirk to relish debate, you know, prove me wrong. And so we do have, you know, law and policy debates, but it works for us because we have so much else in common. And although I'm quite certain my husband is wrong on many matters of policy and law, I love him very deeply, and we have a wonderful family life.
For more congressional news, stay tuned to Congress Clips.